There is a kind of grief that does not announce itself with wailing or tears. It does not crumble you to the floor or steal the breath from your lungs in one violent moment. No, this grief is quieter, slower, a soft erosion of the heart over time. It lingers in the places you never meant to keep sacred, in the echoes of a laugh that no longer belongs to you, in the spaces where someone once was and now is not. It is the grief of absence, of empty rooms and unanswered messages, of memories that refuse to be forgotten no matter how much you wish they would. You tell yourself that time heals, but time is not a kind thing. Time does not erase the past, it only teaches you how to live with it. It teaches you how to carry loss in the hollow of your chest, how to wake up each morning and pretend that you are whole when you know you are not. They are gone, and yet they are everywhere, in the songs that once belonged to both of you, in the coffee shops where conversations used to stretch for hours, in the scent of a stranger's perfume that smells just enough like them to make your breath catch. And you wonder, do they feel it too? Do they still hear your name in the wind? Do they still trace the outline of what was, of what could have been? Or have they moved on, untethered, free in a way that you are not? It is a cruel thing, isn't it? That love does not simply disappear when it is no longer wanted. That even when hands let go, hearts do not. That no matter how much distance is placed between two souls, the past does not rewrite itself. You wish it would. You wish you could forget the softness, the warmth, the way they once looked at you like you were the entire sky. You wish you could unlearn the way your body fit against theirs, the way their voice felt like home, the way love, real, aching, impossible love was once yours. But forgetting is a mercy you will never be granted, so you carry it. You carry them, not because you want to, but because you do not know how to do anything else. Because love, even when it is gone, still leaves fingerprints on the soul. Because some people become a part of you in ways that cannot be undone. And maybe that is the real tragedy, not the loss itself, but the fact that you will always belong to a version of yourself that existed with them. A version you can never return to. So you move forward, not because you want to, but because there is no other choice. You let the world pull you onward, step by step, breath by breath, pretending that the weight in your chest is not there. But some nights, when the world is quiet, when the mask you wear all day slips just enough, you still find yourself whispering their name into the darkness. And though no one answers, the silence feels like a response. You tell yourself that this is just how it is now, that people leave and life moves forward, and time dulls the edges of even the sharpest pain. And maybe that's true. Maybe one day, this aching will settle into something softer, something easier to carry. But not today. Today, the weight of their absence still presses into your bones. Today, you still reach for them in the quiet spaces between moments, in the pauses where they used to be. Today, their name still lingers on your tongue like an unfinished sentence, like a door you keep hoping will open, even though you know it won't. You wonder if they ever think about you, if your name still feels like home to them, or if it's just another word, another whisper lost in the wind. You wonder if they ever catch themselves reaching for their phone, fingers hovering over your contact before they remind themselves why they left. Because they did leave, and you are still here, stuck in the aftermath, trying to piece yourself back together with hands that won't stop shaking. People tell you that healing is a journey, that you just need time, but they don't tell you about the way time stretches when you're waiting to feel whole again. They don't tell you about the way loneliness feels like a living thing, curling itself around your ribcage, making a home in the space where love used to be. They don't tell you that some losses don't feel like one big moment of devastation, but a million tiny ones. The empty seat at the coffee shop, the inside joke that no longer has a recipient, the way your bed still feels too big. They don't tell you that grief can look like muscle memory, like almost sending them a message before you remember that they are not yours to reach for anymore. And so, you sit with it. This quiet, relentless sorrow. You let it settle into you. Let it become something familiar, something almost comforting in its consistency. Because as much as it hurts, the pain is proof that they were real, that what you had was real. And maybe that's why you hold on to it, because letting go feels too much like admitting that they are truly gone. But one day, maybe not today, maybe not even soon, you will wake up, and the ache will not be the first thing you feel. One day their name will be just a name. Their absence will not feel like a wound, but a scar, something that once hurt, something that once bled, but something that has healed. One day you will hear that song, the one that used to belong to both of you, and you will not have to turn it off. You will let it play. You will listen. And maybe, just maybe, you will smile, because they were a chapter, not the whole book. Because love, even when it leaves, always leaves something behind. And maybe, just maybe, you are finally ready to turn the page.